This video is going to teach you how to identify and know if you're in a church or if you're in a cult. Now, what is a church? A church is a body of Christ. A church is not just a building where like-minded individuals with the same belief come to worship the Lord. A church is Christ himself. Understand me? That is a church. How do you know if you're in a church or in a cult? First of all, the members worship the pastor more than the Lord. If you go to a church and you see the members worshiping the pastor, just like giving excessive praise and gratitude to the pastor instead of the Lord, that's a red flag. Run for your life. Run for your life, because that's a fucking cult. And that pastor is the leader of the cult. The time that they're supposed to use to worship God, they will start calling pastor, daddy, daddy, daddy. When you start seeing the members calling their pastor daddy, like some kind of weird king, then you know that you're in a cult, not a church. Sign number 2. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sign number 2. I'm going to speak regardless of whatever you send to me, pastors. Number 2, intense pressure to attend the church service. When you see that the members are so bent on making you attend church services. For example, let's say that you're a first timer and you go based on an invite, but you have your own church, but you just go there based on an invite, and the members will not let you rest after that one time you went to the church. You see them in the house, they always call you, they always send you text message, come to the church, come to the church, come to the church. That's a cult. They want to initiate you. The minutes that you went into the church, they saw your light and they saw your gifts, and they say yes, they need you to be in the confraternity. That's why they're pressuring their members to invite you to the church, because they know what you're carrying, they know your gift. That's a cult. Number 3, as a member, once you feel like pressure to be involved in some kind of church activity, when the church does not understand that it's okay for somebody to just want to attend the church and not be in the choir or in the usher or in the electronic or in the whatever, and they're telling you you need to be, you know that you're in the cult. If they cannot accept the fact that you just want to be a member and they are urging you, telling you, when are you going to join this, when are you going to join that, you have to join this, you have to join that, that's a cult. That's a fucking cult. That's a fucking cult. They want you to be in a fucking cult. That's a fucking cult. Telling you that you need to be in this and that is a fucking cult. Wrong. Number 4, members showing up in your dream. This is a warning. This is actually a warning. If somebody can show up and invade your dream space when you sleep, then that's a red flag. Nobody should have permission to come up into your dream except for the subconscious. And the Lord, if the Lord wants to send you a message, He's going to send you a message in your dream. If your subconscious wants to call your attention to something, your subconscious will show it to you in your dream. But what happens when you dream and you see church member begging you, telling you that you must come to their church, you must come to their church, you must come to their church? Is it by force? Is it by force? They don't come like 1 or 2. They come in multitudes. They place themselves in your dream. They place themselves, they gather themselves and place themselves. If you encounter this one now, you'll meet another one saying that, sister, come to the church. And you say no, you see another one. Say, oh my God, we've not been seeing you in the church service. Come to the church. Once you start seeing the members in your dream, start praying against them. That's a cult. And they want to initiate you by fire, by force. They want to initiate you. That's a cult. Start asking questions. How? How did they get into your dream? How? Who gave them the power to do that? Wrong. That's a cult that they want you to join. Another sign for you to look out for. Trying to form a fellowship with you. Trying to go deep into your soul. They tell you that they want to know what has happened to you. They tell you that they know that you've been to the dark. They know that you've been to the dark. And now they want to know what happened to you in the dark. They're trying to form a connection with your soul. So that when you tell them everything that you've been through, they're giving you this, how do I put it? they're giving you like, they're giving you like this, they're giving you like this connection. They're giving you this connection with your soul. So now they form a bond with your soul, and it's like a soul contract. They're binding your soul with theirs. It's not a joke. They're binding your soul with theirs. Now it's like you've told them your dark and your secrets. Now, what happens when you tell somebody your dark and your secrets? You're not the only one who knows. How can you leave the church now? They have something, they have like something over you. They have like something over you. So when you go to church and you see the pastor say that, you are carrying a load, that the sense that your spirit is troubled and sad, and the sense that you've been through so much, they'll start urging you, encouraging you to talk to them and open up. Don't. Please go and listen to Bryson Taylor. Please listen to Bryson Taylor. Don't do it. It's very risky. It's so very risky. Don't do it at all. Because the minute that you expose yourself to them, you don't know what you did. You form a connection with them. You can't leave. Another sign to watch out for, to know if they're in the cult or in the church, is when you try to leave the church and you are not leaving the church. When you try to leave the church and you keep seeing all the members in your dream saying that you're not going to go anywhere, and you see yourself in the church, you see the pastors in the church still coming to you in the dream, and you see the Lord keeps taking you to the church. You see your spirit, your subconscious still going back to the church. That's when you know that you've been in a cult. Try this. You know that your church, try to leave your church and see if your subconscious will not take you back, and you will still see yourself in the dream going back to the church, and you're like, but I'm not going to this church again in the physical, but in the spiritual, you still have connections with the church. So bind. You have a contract with the church. It's a cult, not a church. Now you are going to ask me, how do you know if you are in a cult or in a church? I've already told you, motherfuckers. I've told you the signs. Now you are going to ask, what is the difference between a church and a cult? I'm going to talk about that now. How do you know the difference between a church and a cult? A church, when you go to a church, you feel like a lightweight. You feel like you can cast all your burdens. You feel like you can dance and sing. You feel like you can be sexy. You feel like you can just be yourself. When you feel like you can do all this in the church, then you know that this is what your spirit wants. But when you go to the church and you start taking in other people's energy, and you start feeling down, and you start feeling tired, and you start feeling headache all over your body, then you know that you are in the cult, and they're drawing your energy. They're drawing your energy from life force. That's how you know that you're in the cult. When you go to the church and you see the members, they respect each other. They don't try to pry. They wait for you to feel free enough for you to come and say, oh my God, sister, something is bothering me. And even when you're telling them, they listen to you with no intention of using it to put you in some kind of contract. But when you're in the courts, they don't wait for you to come and tell them the troubles. They automatically sense that you are a troubled spirit. And because they know that you're troubled, they won't wait for you to even feel comfortable enough for you to come and tell them that you're troubled. They're going to say that, see me after the church service. Then when you go to them, they're going to say that, tell me your troubles. They're going to force you to tell them. They're not going to wait for you to tell them on their own. They're going to force you to tell them. That's how you know that you're in a cult, not a church. And also, like, when you start, altogether, when you just start feeling like pressured, when you start feeling pressured in the church, instead of feeling a sense of relief and calmness, but you're feeling pressured in the church, then you know that you're in the court, and they want you to be initiated so bad. Or if they've even initiated you and you try to leave, you're going to see so many signs. Don't forget what the Bible says. The Bible tells us that in the last days, many false prophets shall rise. In in the like, don't be in a hurry to feel among, or be among, or just like fit into to a community or something. Don't be in a hurry. The ones that are for you, they are going to find you, because there's so many false prophets out there. Many people claim to be the one, but they are really not the one. You know. So like, just I pray that may the Lord give us the spirit that we can be able to discern and just know, in order for us to know that which belongs to the Lord, that which is of the Lord, and not of anything outside the source. Amen. Petition, please. Then there is in my mind to 21 minutes to get out of this. When I really gonna make it to this time, then there is in my mind. Take all of me. I just want to get you like. Can I get you like? Take all